So this is the recorded video for the final project milestone number 2. And first off, it seems like I have been encountering issues with my secondary objective, which was to wrap the project using Apache Cordova, which would basically give it cross-platform, the ability to cross-platform between any operating system or device. And for some reason it would run, but there was a problem where it would not fit everything in proportion to a cell phone, as I ran this through Android Studio, and the content would just not fit within the screen of the phone. Even though I'm pretty sure the project should be programmed so whenever the size of or the window of the project is configured to be smaller or bigger, the content should adapt to it. But it didn't seem to be the case for the according to Android Studio when running through Apache Cordova. Second thing I did as an alternative was turn this into a progressive website application. But that led to other issues. First issue being I need to I was running this using Firebase and through GoDaddy, in which I bought a domain for this alternative for the alternative. Bought the domain, ran it through Firebase and GoDaddy. Uh, and the problem with that though is that I have to wait for authorization for them to certify the website and its in the content, and I still have not gotten any word from that from GoDaddy. Um, so this led to the other alternative to that was to just run this primarily through Firebase, which is kind of a website hosting service through Google. And but that also had the other issue in which I still have to wait for it to be certified, in which I still have not gotten any word from that. Which then led to my now third alternative, which was through running this through NetFly or Netlify. So it was pronounced somewhere along that. In which it seems like I didn't have to wait for any time I didn't have to wait for some sort of, I guess, line to have my project and website domain to be certified and authorized within a certain time period. I just had to run the files. But the problem with that though was that it did have all the content. Well, it had all the HTML and CSS content, but it would not display all the JavaScript content for some apparent reason. So I looked back into the build folder using npm build and yarn build, both on different occasions, or I guess different alternatives or scenarios. And for some reason, still it would still be able to display the progressive website application would still be able to display the HTML, the CSS, a minor portion of the JavaScript, like 2% of the JavaScript. Other than that, though, it would remove like 98% of the JavaScript. I don't know why. I kept looking through the internet, debugging, checking through the build folders, trying everything I could, but I couldn't find anything for that. So basically, my plan A for the second alternative was had to be scratched off. Plan B was scratched off. My plan C was scratched off. My plan D was scratched off, and my plan E was scratched off. So a lot of things just went down. So instead, for the second milestone, the only feature I could add was putting a YouTube video or embed a YouTube video where it would have Gordon Ramsay kind of giving the user tips on cooking if they clicked on the video, in which I will display that right now. Okay, here it is. First off, I'm going to go back into some of the things that were added within the first milestone because I noticed that the video was a bit blurry. In which, so going back to the first milestone, if I can remember right. Oh yeah. Over here we have the button that says "click for safety information," which if clicked, it would state here some like title for this pop-up, and then it would show you like show the user some like safety precautions on how to keep themselves safe from any foodborne illnesses. And then below was the quiz here, which it would have questions, what score, how many you got correct or incorrect. So I would just just randomly answer a couple questions. It would show here the amount correct you got and the amount incorrect you got. There were 15 questions on this quiz. And but for the second milestone, here's the feature of a embedded YouTube video.
First up, the proper way to chop fresh herbs to get maximum flavour.
Chopping herbs, the secret is to chop them, not bruise them. Now, basil. This is a soft herb, so treat it with some respect.
Now, if the user clicks on it again, it pauses the video. Here you have a I guess a little list over here where if the user finishes his video, they can just go navigate through these other videos. Oh, I don't know, well, at least it shows that it works. And then over here, if the user just clicked this, it would just direct them. It would open a new tab and direct them to the actual YouTube website. And other than that, that is all for the second milestone project. Sadly, I couldn't do what I also was planning on, which was giving it cross-platforming abilities through multiple operating systems and devices due to either A, having to wait for who knows how much time for my thing to be authorized and certified, or B, files were just not working together because either they were just being left out for some apparent reason, and because C, there was just a weird thing with sizing proportions, where even though I'm pretty sure this thing, as mentioned before, should be programmed to adjust to different sizes, it was not that apparent I guess part of the code was not transferred into Apache Cordova, in which was being transferred to Android Studio. But I still got a planned feature into the second milestone, which was a video. And that's about it for all.